Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of the NLBC News, where we report on everything VTubing, science, technology, and gaming. Today we have many exciting stories, and many not so exciting stories, as we have some sad news. But first, we will start off with the technology sector. As I get my PowerPoint up. Going over to the continent of Japan, a monster wolf has been created to protect Japanese cities from wild bears. Bears are confused as wolves have been rumored to be extinct in Japan for years. Japan is known for many things, one of the most advanced technology sectors, a city which is known as the anime capital of the world, and cuddle cafes. However, now Japan has started to become known as a country which uses mechanical creatures to protect its citizens. In recent months, the number of bear sightings in the wild have reached a 5-year high, after 13,670 wild bear sightings were reported since April 2020 in Japan. These bears are especially prevalent in rural areas of the country from Hokkaido to Okinawa, and are beginning to become an increasing threat to the citizens in those areas. To counteract this, the Japanese government have tried introducing the bears to anime, but their attempts were unsuccessful. The bears apparently became very upset at the lack of a second No Game No Life season, as well as the decline of the Studio Trigger. Having their best defense shot down so easily, the Japanese government had to turn to more radical measures. The Japanese government created a mechanical wolf that stands 80 centimeters, about 2.6 feet tall, and measures 121 centimeters, 4 feet, in length. The wolf has dark red glowing eyes, fake fur, and turns its head from side to side. The wolf can make an array of different sounds, from howling to screeching sounds that sound suspiciously like the cries of neets having to go outside. The mechanical monsters have proved to be successful so far, but after sitting down and talking with some brown bears from the Hokkaido region, it's obvious that they're starting to catch on. The mechanical wolf stands at about half a bear's shoulder height and 40% of its length. An average brown bear also weighs about half a metric ton, 1,000 kilograms for those of you who may not know, and unless the mechanical wolf is made of lead or an extremely dense metal, it is only time until the bears learn that they could sit on the mechanical constructs and probably crush it in a matter of minutes. Looks like Yogi will be returning to the fields once more. Moving on to our next story, this one's quite exciting. Engineers have created self-folding paper that can be printed. Kids can't wait to print their own paper airplanes. Have you ever sat down to make a paper airplane or an origami stork but just found it too difficult and time-consuming? Well, scientists at the Shibara Institute of Technology and Waseda University have created a printer that can solve all your problems. This new age printer uses technology that has been around in plants for eons. Plants can slowly change the shape of their leaves due to water absorption and water release. Taking advantage of this behavior, the scientists at SIT and WU created a printer that uses a lithium chloride solution that can make paper fold itself. This printer is expected to be able to facilitate leaps and bounds in the mechatronics engineering field, as combining this technology with the technology of printing electrical wiring onto paper will make it easy to rapidly and simply fabricate mechatronic elements in paper robots. While the practical engineering applications are astounding, we all know what most of you are excited for: printing your own paper airplanes. Citizens of the world rejoice, as you too can now have a soggy paper airplane printed in just 600 minutes or 10 hours. Or you can fold a piece of paper 3 times in a blazing 650 minutes. While it may take 10 hours to create your paper airplane that will be crumpled just after about 4 flights, you can now spend that 10 hours questioning your life decisions and wondering why you haven't called your sister back in 5 years, Barbara. Jessica bought you that one yawn ball that you didn't like and you refused to even speak to us. Insanity. Once this technology becomes more accessible to the average consumer, it would only be a matter of time until a soggy paper airplane league is opened that features these amazing printers. We cannot wait. Or maybe we can, because apparently we have 10 hours to wait to make a paper airplane. I mean, look! It may not be easy to see, but it takes 650 minutes to make 3/4 of a square. 3/4 of a square. And how is this rapid? And what world is... I mean, you know, if we're 3D printing a house in 10 hours, that's rapid. But if we're folding a piece of paper in 10 hours, that's not rapid. That's slow. Hello, everyone. I hope we are back on the air now. I was just right in the middle. Right in the middle of going... I blame the printer turtles. I blame the world. Let's get to the right picture. Alright. So we got done with the paper airplanes. Let's get back to gaming. Now that the stream is alive, I swear if you die again, stream, I'm going to drag you out back and I'm going to take a sawzall to you. Better behave. Popular developer KFC Gaming releases a statement reporting the KFC console is delayed by exactly 29 days and not one less. Popular US-based fast food company KFC, or Kentucky Fried Chicken for those of you that may not know, released a statement from their gaming department, KFC Gaming, stating its next-gen console has been delayed. The, curiously enough, UK-based console developer, Department of KFC, released a statement on November 12th apologizing to the world that its console has been delayed exactly 29 days to December 11th. This next-gen console is rumored to possess some additions that other mainstream console makers have never even dared to touch. The KFC Gaming has created a gaming console that can literally warm chicken as you play games. The finger-licking chicken console, as we have dubbed it, is said to possess next-gen graphics, incredible lightning speeds, but most importantly, the novel chicken chamber. The console is expected to be able to handle 4K gaming at 60 FPS, and instead of wasting all that precious heat energy created by the console redirects the heat released from the processor and motherboard, and uses the heat to crisp your KFC chicken at an incredible 1500 CPS, or crisp per second. And a surprise twist, however, the UK-based developer states at the end of its press release that the release date was actually always December 11th, and if you had thought it was before then you apparently assumed wrong. This is an amazing show of confidence from KFC Gaming, as it not only promises a true next-generation console, but calls out all of its critics from around the world. One question, though, I am sure on everyone's mind is, does this mean we'll be getting a finger-licking good sequel to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, now with full chicken immersion? We can only hope. Going on to our next story. Baldur's Gate 3 developer, Larian Studio, released a statement claiming their players are all sexually charged. Many gamers across the community reply, well, duh. Larian Studios, the creator of the popular Baldur's Gate 3 title and many other tactical RPG-inspired games, or tabletop RPG-inspired games, came to an incredible conclusion the other day, as all of its players are sexually charged, or horny, as you all might call it in layman terms. Now, we at the laboratory know that this is an incredibly obviously conclusion, as 99% of gamers, weebs, and geeks are incredibly sexually charged, including the developers. In Baldur's Gate 3, there are opportunities to romance some of the characters you find yourself adventuring with. The most romanced NPC is apparently a human wizard who looks like a commercial for men's grooming products. And coming in second is one of the villains of the series, a dark elf named Minthara. While the players obviously make these choices to romance these characters, who do you think designed and put in these romanceable characters? The developers. The developers sat there and created the character models, created the dialogue, the NPC backstory, and willingly thought, Yeah, someone will want to have sexual intercourse with this person. Then to add fuel to the fire, Swin Vinke, the founder of Larian Studios, found these statistics or had them brought to them and then willingly looked at who slept with all these characters the most. To add even more to this, Swin was quoted saying, "I can see how many people slept with Minthara." Now who's being sexually charged, Swin? Maybe you should check yourself before you wreck yourself. Don't blame others for being sexually charged when you're one of them. It's despicable. Absolutely despicable. So, moving on. We move to the VTubing scene. Hollowstar Torrent Aruran confirms that he likes pineapple on pizza. This news comes as the pineapple on pizza war reaches its pinnacle. Aruran-san, Hollowstar's talent, has answered a question that has been asked many times. Does Aruran-san like pineapple on pizza? As of the past days, Aruran-san has been reported to have answered this question and confirming that yes, he does like pineapple on pizza and encourages people to give it a try. Looking at this meme featuring Aruran-san, it shows his confirmation of this choice, but also includes an image of an Italian chef loading his trusty nude lava, a firearm which fires a 6mm pina pasta. This firearm is an incredibly efficient firearm which is used around the world by the United Pineapple on Pizza Federation. The chef in question is also sporting the widespread Mario mustache, which is said to be able to deflect a direct hit to the ravioli. The standard IFSU chef outfit and chef's hat that is depicted as well is excellent at deflecting stray marinara grenades from medium-range explosive munitions. We do have to condone this individual in the picture, however, as pointing a nude lava at your person is not suggested for extending the life of your lasagna. Sorry. As the height of the war on... I don't know why I find this so funny. Oh my gosh. Alright, I can do this. Why do I even write this stuff? Okay, I can do this. Take 2. As the height of the war on... Fucking hell! Alright, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute, please. What the fuck? It was even your lasagna. What is your lasagna? What part of the body is that? Alright, I can do this. Serious now. Take a deep breath. As the height of the war on pineapple on pizza is reaching its climax, we can agree that Aruran-san and say that pineapple is actually pretty good on pizza, but the situation has most definitely become Mamma Mia. Oh gosh, that was painful. When I wrote it, I didn't think I was going to struggle that much with it. Moving on to our last story, though. A very tense story, to say the least. Ayundo Risu continues to devastate the world's nut population as November approaches its halfway point. Squirrel populations around the world are preparing for war. An incredible discovery has been made over the past few days as Hololive Indonesia talent Arunda Risu has caught stuffing incredibly large numbers of acorns and nuts into her mouth. We here at the laboratory have reported on No Nut November in previous weeks, but at the time of the earlier report, we had no idea what had been causing this curious and widespread disappearance of the world's nut stocks. Until now, we never thought there would be an answer, but today we have found the culprit. Apparently, there is an alternative abbreviation sharing the same name as No Nut November, called Non-Stop Nut November. This newfound trend that has been devastating squirrel communities across the world has been found to originate from Ayunda Risu directly, and in response to discovering this information, large military operations have started to be performed by a huge collection of squirrels. We here at the laboratory were lucky enough to be able to catch a glimpse of one of these squirrel training camps and have some photos we can now share with you. Let us go to the pictures now. Here we can see 3 squirrels practicing their rope climbs at a secret squirrel training facility located in the expansive North American forest. The squirrels at these training facilities are trained in hand-to-hand combat, how to handle and shoot firearms, as well as proper squirrel first aid, and handling nuts. Moving on, we got a special look into the Squirrel Special Forces. Here we can see First Sergeant Squeaky and his spotter Corporal Whiskers lining up a shot during one of their stealth training missions. We can report with absolute certainty that their shot was on mark. Finally, moving to our last and most prestigious picture. Here we see a rare sight of General Softpaws preparing to address the local regiment. Brandishing his saber and signature pirate hat, General Softpaws is known to be one of the most talented yet ruthless squirrels in the Squirrel Force. After getting an inside look to the preparations that the Squirrel Force is making to deal with Ayunda Risu, we sincerely hope that the two sides can come to a diplomatic conclusion and come to the understanding that there are plenty of nuts to go around. An incredibly tense situation indeed, and we hope that all parties involved are able to come out of it unscathed. So, that concludes our last story, and, well, we do have an announcement though before we go. Unfortunately, Tweet of the Week from now on is being put on hiatus due to an overzealous expenditure strategy from the laboratory, and also a dwindling participation in the Tweet of the Week. We will be suspending it for now. So I thank you all for all of those who have participated in the past, and congratulations to all the winners. So in the future it may be coming back, but for now it will be pausing, and we will see if it returns. So that is all from me here at NLBC News. We hope that you have a wonderful day and stay safe.